my race. Y'all got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Holy Bible. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fake your face. Pull up in the church in the rave. You know what's going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you don't smoke with any.
Yeah, let's go, let's go. What is up? What is up? Welcome in.
Attention on me, call me bae. Money base, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway.
Yeet. What up, what up? How y'all feeling? Welcome in. Let go, let go, live life. Can't help myself. You took them stripes. You took my strength. How we feeling? How we feeling? Happy Monday.
I mean it. Memphis Rocky, hear your father. Turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off. I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off.
All right, we good?
Get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight.
Let's go. Game time.
Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye.
All right. Who we got here today? Monday, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, we good. YOLO Trader in the house. Yeet. Tamara in the building. There they go. There they go. There they go. Okay. All right, let's do it. My boy. All right. Speaking of my boy, let's go. Exit Strat in the house. Let's go. What up, Captain? 3 Ants in the building. Christian in the house. Yanosh in the building. It's popping, big dog. It's popping. Good to see you guys. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Classic Trader in the building. There he is. There he is. How y'all doing, man? Great to see you guys. Great to see y'all. Welcome in. DJ Skirritta. Hey. What up, Energy? How we feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. How y'all doing, man? Good to see you guys. Yeah. W's in the chat. Welcome in. Happy Monday. It's game time, baby. It's game time. Let's lower this music. All right. Okay. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday. Good to see you guys. Wokey is in the building. There he goes. What up, Price Action Kev? Ryder in the building. Jay Cooper in the house. What's poppin'? SK in the building. There he is. What up, Dominic? Danny Cash in the house. Mr. George VDM in the building. What's poppin'? How we feeling? Zyper in the building. There he is. What up, Shakes? Yay. All right. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Welcome back to another New York session. It's good to be back. I hope you guys had a great, strong last 2 days. We don't call them weekends anymore. We're going to switch up vocabulary here in 2026. We don't do weekends. Yeah, that's for the rest of the people. Yeah, we do strong 2-day breaks, eh? We do strong rest days. Mr. Hawk in the building. What's poppin'? What up, Elk? Vivian Young in the building. Let's go. Clubhouse, how we feeling? W voice chat last night. That was actually a vibe. Yeah, that was a good vibe there last night. We were able to hang out, have some fun, chill out, conversate a little bit. Good to see where you guys are at. You know, I just I observe. You know, I listen in and I want to see. You know, how do people sound? Right? Are they sounding like winners? Are they sounding like champions? Where are they at? So I was very happy with the voice chat last night, and it's good to see where traders are at. Their mindset is right. Their thought process is right along there with it, and it's just a matter of time. So W's in the chat. My man C Melly's here. Why don't we go ahead and pray real quick, and then we'll begin our voyage here today. All right, let's do it. Father God, we thank you for a new week. We thank you for a new day, Lord. We just give you the glory for it. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let those little grumpy grumpy gremlins out there, shake them up, Lord. Get them pumped up. Show them what they have, Lord, for we don't need more. For we are grateful for all that we have, all that is happening, and we just thank you for blessing this stream, keeping it fresh and new and pure every single day, Lord. We thank you for the wisdom and the knowledge that you download through us, and we just thank you for it, Lord. We give you all the glory. We ask you to bless this stream. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, amen. Let's do this. A lot of you guys watched football yesterday, but now we're back in the game of life. You heard me? You heard me? Time to get off that. Who cares about what this guy did yesterday or that guy? What we gonna do today? What we gonna do today, eh? That's the only thing that matters, gang. That's the only thing that matters. So let's get into it here. Let me lower the music just a little bit, and let's move on here. So today is Monday. Yeah, Monday. Almost thought it was Friday. Had it up on the stream as Friday. But we are back, man. It is Monday. It is the 8th of December and week number 2. Week number 2 of December. 8th day for the 8-figure traders in the building, and I think it fits us nicely here. So I don't see any news here today. We don't have much going on. Let me just run through the week here real quick though, because we do have some heavy news coming in throughout the week, just so you guys are aware. So again, Monday the 8th, another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to stick to the 8-figure playbook, right? Stick to the goal, stick to what you're looking to accomplish long term, and that happens by doing what we need to do here today. All right, so nothing in the headlines here for us today. USD pretty quiet. As we move on to Tuesday, which is the 9th, we run into some like ADP stuff here. Right, this is going to be tentative. We got Jolt's job openings at 10, and that's about it. Nothing too crazy tomorrow. Wednesday will be the bigger day here, as you're going to have FOMC. So you'll have FOMC coming in, as you can see, Wednesday the 10th, right here, 10:30. Yeah, 2 p.m. and all that, 2:30. That's going to be the press conference. You'll have crude oil inventories. You'll have this meeting, which, whatever, you know, the meeting is whatever. It's really 2:30 where they're going to start talking and stuff that you'll probably see a lot of volume start to come up in the market, but that's pretty much it. We'll have some 8:30 unemployment cost index for the quarter, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, Thursday unemployment claims, and then Friday is pretty clean. So we got a decent week ahead of us. Some big news midway through the week, mainly Wednesday and Thursday this week is the big stuff. So that's pretty much all we have to look out for. Other than that, let's get into the day here. Let's run through some technicals. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel. Let me close this office door and let's get this breakdown cranking away here. Let's go. All right, cool. All right, you guys like the stream? Did you guys like the stream? Yeah? Sub to the channel? We good? Okay, I'm going to trust you guys. I'm not going to look at the numbers or anything like that, and we're just going to run the breakdown here. So let's talk about it. This is going to be gold. This is the daily time frame here. It's the GC chart, and let's get into it. So as you can see, we've been moving up, right? I mean, we've kind of pushed up here, had a nice drastic move back down. As you guys can remember, price tried to continue moving lower, but we ended up pushing back, and here we are back at 42.35 now. So I'd say midway back up, right? Like if we look at the push, we came up here, we came down here, we're maybe a little bit more than midway to the top side here. So let's see what we end up doing right around this area here. If we zoom in on the daily though and talk about really just this right here, don't really care about all this now. I understand what it looks like, but let's talk about music's too loud. Let me lower it real quick, but let's talk about what's right in front of us here. Let me just lower that music for you guys. I'll probably just pause it here real quick. All right, cool. All right, cool. So as we see yesterday, or I should say Friday's candle, right? So you have Friday's candle. We did end up pushing all the way up. Who remembers this, right? We took shorts on Friday, got stopped out, price pushed up a little bit more, and just completely melted after that. So our analysis was correct. We were just a little too early on the resistance, and later on it just came down and melted. But anyway, we did close bearish there on Friday. We did grab the highs, retested that resistance there, and just fell from that level there. So we did end up closing bearish, as you can see here. So you did get a bearish closure. You did close below the range here as well. Let me just kind of show you that a little bit better, right? You got a support here. You close below that level of support, and you know, we've made a top wick now, so we'll see if we can come on down. I'm pretty bearish for the most part here on the daily time frame, so let's drop down to the 4 hour and let's see what we got cooking. So 4 hour just respected the highs. We're in a little bit still in that tough range on the 4 hour, right? If we just get rid of all that, we can still see we're still in a decently tough area, right? We're kind of at support right now. We are bearish, but we're right here. So, you know, I am bearish based off of the daily and the 4 hour here. So I am going to be looking for some selling opportunities. So 1 hour has been moving down here. We pushed down pretty heavily here. It looked like buys were going to play out, but 1 hour starts come crashing down. 30-minute just closed. It looks like we closed pretty much right there at resistance, right, or a support. So what we could do here is use this as a bit of an observation zone. Price may want to drive all the way down, but we don't really have the cleanest range here, right? We have some chop here to the left. We got a support sitting here. You already have 2 rejections off of that level. You got more support here. So it would be nice to kind of let price move down a little bit, reject off that support, and maybe do some sort of a pullback. So you're either looking for these opportunities here where price finishes the job, right, and then comes back up and closes very weak like that. We could potentially look for longs in that position, or you get price to stay down, right? Stay down, right, and then pull back for us. So what we would be looking for more so around like 9:15, 9:30 would be something like this, right, where we look for the potential to continue with the trend where you have a price moving down, goes all the way down, taps target, right, and then starts to pull back. Maybe not. We take these buys or something, but overall the next best sell in this given situation would be that resistance form, closure back below that range there, and then we look to take the shorts coming back down like that. So there's definitely opportunities here. We're scrunched up a little bit in this like overall zone from 32 to 29. So let's see how price reacts there, and then we can go from there. You know, we don't know. Maybe price wants to react right here and then can start moving up and then create that next resistance up here again, right? So we just got to wait. We got to let candles print. Maybe price doesn't want to do any of that. Maybe price just wants to drive down here today. And either way, once we decide to pull back, right, that's where we can take more sells. So if you are taking sells in that zone, best of luck. You do have some volume on your side, but I personally wouldn't count on that right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. 8:30. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pullback and start to cruise down here on this daily and this 4 hour candle, or will we reject, right? So let's just hang out. Let's use this as a bit of an observation zone here for us. Let's observe how price reacts to it, and then we can go from there. All right, cool. So that's pretty much it. So observation zone. So let's see how we react to 29 here, and then if we do reject, then we could potentially look for longs as long as price doesn't run too far on us, right? For the buying opportunities, if we do close above 32, I could probably see us coming up towards like whatever this is, 40. Yeah, somewhere back up towards 40. A little like higher or lower high, I should say, and then price comes crashing back down. So we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. Right, Kingston? Bugging on, pulling my leg the whole time. Between Kingman and that guy, yeah, that other guy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. So, okay, so that's it. Keep in mind our 4 hours in a very tough situation. I think we talked about this example last night in the voice chat, right? If any of you guys were in that voice chat last night, we talked about a very similar 4 hour type of price action. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. Where are you, buddy? You got it all? Yeah. Push it out. There you go. Get all the groceries. Yep. Got it? Good? You got your hands full here. All right. Have fun. Take care, Kingston. Okay, cool. Morning routine with Kingman today. You know, I remember like just a couple, maybe like a year or two ago, like still not having the maturity level yet, and like I'd be in my morning routine, and let's say one of the kids woke up, and I'd be like, oh my God, they're waking up, interrupting my successful morning routine, blah, 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 you know, and I'd be all mad and stuff. Like, imagine getting mad. So now I just embrace it. I love it. You know, hey, if they interrupt my morning routine, that means it was a blessing, right? On purpose, and I should be focusing on them. You know what I mean? And having that time together instead of, I remember I'd be reading my Bible and all that. Goddamn kids, getting all angry. How you gonna read your Bible and then get mad at the same time? You know? So yeah, man, it was. But you know, now you just learn to appreciate those moments. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning. What's good? What's good? Hello, everyone in the Clubhouse. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Meanwhile, it's like your blessing is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what could be more important than the actual blessing in front of you? You know? All right, we'll see what we do here. We'll see what we do. 30-minute kind of got no bottom wick, so you can use that to, you know, I guess, save your FOMO or something too here today. All right, let's take a look at S&P 500 here. We're probably going to start executing on this pair a little bit more often too. You know, I'd just be watching, you know. So I like watching sometimes, and sometimes I observe and stay in the lookout for a while, right, before I really go crazy with it. So we've just been watching ES. You know, we've traded it a bunch early on in the year, kind of slowed down midway through, and haven't really touched it towards the tail end of the year. So, but I have been watching. That's for sure. So let's talk about this. We got this bullish closure here on ES, where you kind of just pushed up, right? Big rally, support formed, attempt to move down. We never got it. Price pushed back up. You got clean range coming up here. All-time highs, right? Coming up back up into these all-time highs. Your 4 hours struggling. Your 4 hours been struggling, honestly, for a while now. So you have support here, right? You have resistance here, and then that's your 4 hours. So if any of you guys have been trading ES, it's been very tough to, you know, just, I don't know, catch bigger moves here with the 4 hour being all distorted like that. But this is your 1 hour range, so you got support, right? You are like bearish here on the 4 hour. You did break the lows already. You have the highs that are being respected. You have a nice exhaustion wick here, so maybe we see a bit of a move down, right? So pretty bearish for the most part. 1 hour rejecting that level of resistance as well. 30-minute coming back down, which doesn't look too bad here. Maybe on the next 30-minute candle there's some opportunity, but man, it's tough, right? You got all this chop right here. It's not the cleanest price action, not at all. Nasty 15-minute range. So I think in order for me to like even pull the trigger here or like sample size a trade, I'd probably have to wait on that 30, right? That 15 is just way too choppy there. And to be honest, so is the 30-minute, right? Not too good, not too clean. Monday price action. So yeah, we'll see. We're not looking that good over there. Not looking that good over there. But hey, if you like the 30-minute, so if you want to just avoid all of this and pretend that that's not there, like that's totally fine, and just look for that support right there. I would take that trade during some high volume time though. So just give yourself an opportunity to get in with the volume, so that way the volume can potentially push through. Maybe we'll take a trade here on ES at 9 a.m. We'll see. Getting mad? Yeah, I'll be getting mad. You're ruining my morning routine. Like, what? Straight back watching. Let's go. Silver has the clean price action. Little silver and gold. Yeah, seriously, they are little blessings. They are. How you guys doing, man? How's everyone's weekend? How you guys feeling? Everyone's still good? You guys still all alive? We took a loss on Friday, our first loss since early October. How did it feel? It felt great. Felt great for me. I wanted to, you know, I didn't want to, but I kept saying, every time I wanted to say, yo, we haven't taken a lot, like I just stopped talking, right? So it's good to have that one out of the way now and be able to kind of settle back in and go on another run. Hey, Magnus, what up, Clinky? First loss since, I think it was October 6th, yeah. In the New York session. All right, 4 hour rejecting, 30-minute no lower wick. Let's see if we get a fake out here. We had such an incredible webinar this past weekend. That is true, Exit Strat. Guess what we did? We talked about our losses. Yeah, the thing that your other teacher doesn't want to do. You know, we did a webinar and we strictly talked about these losses, right? And we talked, guess what? We spent 45 minutes talking through 3 losses. Right? How good did you guys feel after that webinar? I mean, I should have titled the webinar "How to Take a Loss Like a Boss." That's what I should have titled it as. But you know, it's freeing knowing that you're rolling with the professionals and that they're taking good quality losses. Remember, when you signed up for this strategy, right? You signed up understanding that this was a 70% win rate when done properly. So why would you be shaken up by the 30% losers when you already knew what it was? Right? So it's not the loss that really hurts people. It's the emotion that they tie to it. And I talked about this on the webinar. You know, it's not that the loss hurts. It's that all of you guys are in different spots. And what I mean by that is, let's say one loss, right? That loss on Friday. The only reason you're actually emotional about it is not because you lost the trade. You already know that's part of the game. It's because that trade was the one that was going to get you your payout, or that trade specifically was the one that was going to pass your combine and move you forward, or that trade specifically right there was the last little bit of drawdown that you were hanging on to before your account blew. Right? So you know, you don't want to shy away from the losses. You have to understand you're attaching emotion to it based off of where you are in the process of another account. And this is what really, in my opinion, defeats the prop firm trader, right? Where if you're trading a live account, you just move on from that loss. You take a nice little loss and you go, that was a trade I will take again, and you move on, right? But because we trade prop firms, a lot of people are in these different phases. And again, you know, someone's on a brink of a payout. Someone's on the brink of blowing it. Someone's right on, you know, the nail of passing the account. So that's where your emotions come from. All right. And I'm trying to, you know, get this out there for you guys. So that way, next time it happens, you see it coming, right? It's like Q said, you got to detach from the outcome, detach from whatever's taking place, and just show up every day and look for the best trade. Why is my degrees in Celsius here? 18 degrees Celsius today, or this morning. What up, Pablo? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to everyone. I hope if you didn't know, now you know, right? If you didn't never thought that way before, now you're probably realizing, okay, you know what? He is right. You know what? That was just a 50 pip loss that I should have just taken lightly, but I didn't. I got emotional because it was about to be my first payout, or it was, you know, gonna pass my combine. So just keep that stuff in mind. Winners win. Winners win. Angelo Betts, yeah, that's my boy right there. That's my dog. Yeah, losers quake. Losers quack. Start reading this morning. Let's go. What'd you get, brother? What'd you get, Ken Hard? Oh, there we go. See, Q hears about some of these things and then he goes and finds more information. More information, gang. We live in an information world, right? So the fact that you can sit there and like not get your questions answered, not, you know, begin to understand certain topics or certain things that are going to move you forward in life is, in my opinion, just an excuse. Just an excuse. Great speech. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I wrote it just for you guys here today. Feels like negative 24 here. Hey, yo. SG80 in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pop. I realized I sized up and it wasn't an A+. Yeah. And that's, you know, that's good, gang. You know what? If you plan on trading for the next 5, 10, 15 years, that realization is going to go to your future, right? Like, think about it. Now there's certain mistakes that you could learn in the first year of your trading that you never have to make again. And imagine you're going to trade now for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years potentially. And you're going to know these things now, right? So you're going to be able to move forward with them and use them as a skill, right? To pull money from the markets. How you doing? Hey, how are you? Can send links in YouTube chats? Probably not. I don't think I've ever seen anyone. Maybe I can send a link. Yeah, I don't think anyone in the chat can, though. Did I take trades in Asian? I did not. I did not. I was just hanging out in Asian. We jumped on a little voice chat and stuff. We're opening up like a voice chat. Oh yeah, my bad. It was like an abrupt like close of that chat. It's because we had it set for 3 hours. Yes, I don't know if it just like abruptly. I had to walk away, so I'm not sure how it ended, but it ended. Yeah, I didn't take any trades though. No, I didn't. I was just hanging out, chilling. I think there was one good opportunity right here. Yeah, I didn't really have my charts open or anything like that. I seen some of the guys in the voice chat were taking this trade. Isaac and Lacodes took it, and I think a few other people. But yeah, that was a good trade. Good trade. It was a little tough with the 4 hour at that point, I think. But other than that, nice, good, aggressive buys. The stops are pretty good. They were like 40 pips, I think. 50 pips. 50. Really struggling with patience on funded accounts. Any advice? Yeah, you develop patience by being impatient. So every time you become impatient and it comes around to bite you, just think about how many times that's happened and how that's not going to change. Right? You ever in a relationship with someone or have a friend and they keep doing the same dumb things over and over and over again? Right? And you realize, you know what? That ain't going to change. And I've got to walk away from this situation. Right? So that's what you have to do with your trading and your trading habits and the ones that try and come around and bite you. You're in an abusive relationship. You got to get out. You got to get out. Develop is the key word. Yeah, the reason I'm so patient today is because for the first 2.5 years of my trading, I was extremely impatient. And I'm a guy that really likes to make money, and I wasn't making any money. So I thought to myself, this isn't producing money, so I need to stop doing it. Right? And I need to start doing what is producing money. And a lot of that was really me trading inside of a range and taking trades off of like if I was waiting on a support, I'd take it off of that support. Right? Like as if that was like a good one. And then like all of a sudden price would kind of, mess me up there. And so I was just being a little impatient. But that's why I'm so patient today, is because I understand the burden of being impatient. I got PTSD from that stuff now. Yep. What up, Lights Fire? Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. Powerful. Yeah, the relationships. Yeah, exactly. So you're abusing yourself. You're abusing yourself. So you got to stop that. When you're doing some of these things. I understand you want to make money. We're all here to make money, right? So let's make it. The money's not made by rushing into trades and doing stupid stuff and jumping into FOMO. We all see how the money's made. If you watch the stream for enough time, you see how money's made, right? So do we take trades all stream? Is it the most entertaining? Do we have all the little crazy traders in here and we're taking trades every 5 minutes? No, but when we do, we're pretty precise and we make a lot of money, and that's what we're here to do. So I like that type of trading. I like boring trading. I like hunting. What's up, Joe? How are you, man? How are you? Good to see you. Clubhouse, how we feeling? How's everyone doing today? Great to see you guys. Great to see y'all. Great little chill voice chat yesterday. Let me pull up the Clubhouse here. Hey, yo. Gary, how are you, brother? Congrats on, is that a grandson or granddaughter that you had? I breezed through it, so I didn't really get a chance to. Beautiful baby, though, man. Congrats to you and your family. What up, Chatty? What's up, A1? Good talking yesterday, bro. What's good? All right, we got 10 minutes here. We got hour closures, 30-minute closures, 15-minute closures, all coming up here. Granddaughter? Very nice. Congrats, bro. What a blessing. Congrats to your son or daughter. The voice chat. So the voice chat, we opened it up, and we set it for like a 3-hour stream. or a 3 hour, like, whatever. So yeah, it's basically just where you can go in and chat. So it's kind of like the Clubhouse chat room, but now you have the ability to jump on your microphone. So we'll see how you guys do. Yeah, we got spies in there. We're gonna monitor it, and if you guys can keep it professional, we'll keep it open, right? But you know, we really, more than anything at this point, we're trying to protect everything we got going. So I'm putting my faith in you guys and trusting y'all. But you know, like if there's any sort of BS going on, we just clip it. Clip it. Yeah. No one's there to teach, really. Everyone's just there to kind of hang out, as if they're from the, you know, from the regular chat. Yeah, it's just an opportunity to have like some voice stuff going. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. You know, hold it down. Be professional. When I'm not in there, you know, like keep the standard where it should be. Because we're going to 8 figures, you know, and you don't get there by messing around. I'll tell you that. I'm leaning bearish today. Yeah, same here. Same here. Pretty bearish for the most part with the daily and the 4 hour. The issue here, Curtis, is this 4 hour support. You know, we're a little jammed up on the 4 hour, just like we've been over the past week or so. We really want to see us get out of here, or at least now that we have a resistance and clean range here. I mean, the buys would look good, but until you get really below 16, it stays choppy. But yeah, I agree. I am bearish though, for the most part as well. Yeah, we'll see what we do. We got a 30 closure coming up in 8 minutes. I wouldn't mind, being that we are in the 4 hour target tap zone. I would not mind us like kind of driving down that. Remember that example we drew out, and then doing this, right? Rejecting the 4 hour zone there and then coming back up. I wouldn't mind that at all. If you missed the breakdown, just go and check it out. We got time, right? So we got time. I think it was like a 5-minute breakdown. So check that out so you can see exactly what we're looking for. And let's just wait on it. See Melly in the house. Let's go. Let's go. No messing around, man. No messing around. That's right. What up, Rob? What's good? What's good? Voice changers should be banned. Yeah, that was great. That was hilarious. I felt like I was in like a motion picture movie with that voice. Next on The Lion King, Simba. It's like, what? Every time he spoke, I was just giggling. It's tough to take it serious. Yo, what a webinar though, for real. We got a chance to hear from Lacodes this past weekend. One of the elite members I was telling you guys about last week. Super dope, super dope. We went over the 3 losses that we took as well. That was like just pure gems, pure gems. We spent 45 minutes, 50 minutes just talking about 3 losses, and we got a lot out of it. We really did. I think you will mostly learn from your losers than your winning trades. Your winning trades are just like, you know, easy peasy. That's how it should have worked out. Your losing trades is what really creates the conversation, and we had a good one. We had a good one this past weekend. If you guys haven't watched that, you're in the Clubhouse. Check that out, for real. For real. Pivot points, to be honest, I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they are. Never even, I've heard of them, but never really heard of them. Yep. I tell you guys, I really haven't system hopped. You know, I don't know much of anything, and I think that that's what keeps me extremely profitable. I don't know about pivot points. I don't know about FVGs. I don't know about any of it. I'm lost in the sauce, man. I have no idea about any of that stuff, and nor do I need to. All right. So, yeah, I don't know about that stuff. Bullish. What are they called again? Bullish. Someone said the other day, like, yo, you trade some bullish triangles or something like that, you know? And I'm like, probably. I just never seen it that way. I never called it that way. I never perceived it or looked at it from that way. Yeah, bull flags. Like I know what bull flag is and whatever, but Not really. Breaker block, I don't know. Order block, I'm sure we trade them. I'm sure we do. But I've never looked into, I've never watched one ICT video, never watched one SMC video, never watched any of that stuff. Never once. Same thing, just different terminology. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. And it's crazy because trading works in a totally different way. You see, like, in another niche, the more you know, the better it is. In this niche, that's not necessarily the case, right? If you know about all that, then you can't get it out of your brain. So you can't simplify one thing, because once a trade looks really good, you're like, oh, no, there's an FVG there, or ah, there's a this there or that there. You know what I'm saying? So why am I gay? I'm not gay. I'm ripped, rich, and rare. I'm far from gay, brother. I got 4 kids here. I got a wife, and we enjoy practicing having kids every single day. Why are you a internet gremlin? Far from gay, brother. Hey, not that I have anything against gay people, but whatever your strategy is, it is. You know, do you, brother, do you. Takes one to know one. How you doing? No, just kidding, just kidding. Oh, you gotta love YouTube. I love the gulag. I really do. This has made my life so entertaining for the last 4 years. We do a little wick. Yeah. Yeah, man. When the markets aren't looking that good, I go try and see if I can get entries on my wife, you know? How you doing? Just kidding, just kidding. Hey, we promote happy marriages over here, right? All right? I said, yeah, this market's choppy. Let's go check the other one. That's probably why I have 4 kids now. I just look at my wife and boom, she's pregnant. How you doing? I don't even say, hey, how are you anymore. Last time I said that, boom. Yeah. Yeah. We don't use stop losses over there. No, we don't. I gotta be careful though. I gotta be careful. 5 is my favorite number though. You guys do know that, right? So, yeah. 5 is my favorite number. We do have 4 children at the moment. It's Monday, baby. Let's go. Who was that said that? Appreciate you, man. Stirring up a nice energetic vibe here. Had to hit him with the liquidity grab. Market conditions? Yeah, market conditions are crazy. New one launching soon? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Anna was talking about, yeah, the next baby. I said, what? What'd you say? It was like 2 days after we got home. The next who? Holy. Oh my, that's fire. That is fire. Yo, GQ. That's that dog right there. That boy got that dog in him. That dog in him. Lots of resistance on the bearish. So why are you still bearish today? I am bullish and bearish. So I'm open for buys above 32 here with a potential fake out. If we can get a 15-minute closure back above 32, I do like the buys here today. Yep. Other than that, like what I want to see here from the selling perspective is probably going to be like candles. Maybe you get a bearish candle here, right? A nice bullish move up, right? Maybe come down, reject, and then create some sort of like resistance. I'd be open for the shorts at that point, right? Something like this. We could look to kind of have the volume come in and fill these wicks down here. So I'd kind of move stuff down like that, and then I'd probably look to take these sells right there. But other than that, I am open for the buys to come back above and do a little fake out here. I wanted to see us tap into 26 though before I even looked at buys. right? Because now we've officially hit that 4-hour resistance. So now if we do get a closure back above here on the 30-minute or on the next 15-minute, then we're looking pretty good. Yeah, that's been the plan the whole time. The whole time. December not the right time to trade? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Every December is a little bit different. We do have some news ahead of us here. Like this year, every year is unique in its own way too. But I think as long as you got decently clean price action, clean ranges, playbook setup, volume coming in, every day is the same to me. But maybe from what we've seen so far this month, maybe it's a good idea to snag partials a little early. One thing I will say, something I learned a lot this year too, is anytime the 4 hours in a nasty range like that, you really do want to get aggressive with your profits. So throughout the year, some of you guys may not have gotten too aggressive with your profits like I have, where I take profits at a certain point and then all of a sudden things begin to reject. And I mainly like to do that when the 4 hours chopping around like this, right? Because to write this down, anytime the 4 hours chopping around like this, you're not going to get the full extent of those trades on a lower time frame. So could you? Yes, but the probability is much lower when you have the 4 hour chopping around like this. That's where you're going to get like 15, 20 pips. Like let's say you got like a 60 pip range. Price will push like 30 pips or something and then start to reject. So just keep that in mind, snag partials, move stops to break even. December's a year where we're basically done, right? We've hit all of our trading goals for the most part this year. We're already looking into January and February of quarter one of 26. And this is like a time where me personally, I'll just lower my size a little bit, focus on taking really good trades and, not trying to rush anything or get too aggressive in December. Quarter four, though, is much different than December, right? So quarter four, man, we went off. We absolutely went off. We got aggressive when we needed to. We stayed patient when we needed to. We really exemplified a lot of discipline, and that's why we really made a lot of money in quarter four. Not just myself, but a ton of these other traders within TTE, right? Just really did it up. A lot of payouts. So quarter four has been great to us, and we'll see how we end it here. Spend hundreds following traders who didn't know what they were doing. Okay, let's go. Hopefully I can help. Oh, that's Curtis. Yeah, there you go, Curtis. You got a payout, right? I think you got a payout recently. Yeah, hopefully you guys, if you guys are new here, hopefully you come and this can simplify what trading is for you, and hopefully you can understand that this is a business and it's not something to be joking around with, but something to treat serious. All right, we hang out, we joke around while we're on the stream and whatnot, but the game, the game needs to be played properly. Otherwise, the game will eat you up. It's a lot tougher than we are. It's a lot stronger than we are, so we got to flow with it and play with it. Johnny Gems, how are you? What's good?
Yo, what's poppin', my brother?
How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling amazing, bro. Blessed and highly favored. Grateful for a new week. How you feeling, bro?
Blessed and highly favored as well, brother. Really feeling grateful, thankful, super appreciative. This morning I actually went back and just thought of like as many moments as I possibly could have of my life, from being a kid to being like a middle school kid to moving into high school to the whole journey. I'm just so grateful for the entire journey. Like I don't think I would change a thing when it comes to my life and the experiences and the ups, the downs. Like it just all, it was just all perfect, and I'm just so grateful for it, and excited to continue moving on.
Amen, bro. I love to hear that, bro. Well, makes a lot of sense, man. Like that's the real prize of the journey, because that's what builds you, bro. Like the journey, the full experience of life, right? That contains the ups and downs and all the full range of emotions. Like that builds character, bro. I really believe that. And I think that's the purpose of life too. You know, the purpose of life is to develop your character and to become more of what you were. So I think that's what life does for once. So I love to hear that.
Yeet. Yeah, man. Chat,
Purpose
take
of
some
life is
time.
growth, baby.
Yeah, take some time today, not tomorrow. You don't know if you're getting tomorrow, right? Why do it today, right? Just think about your life, track back a little bit from when you were a kid to where you are now and how things played out. And you'll realize that certain things that you thought in the moment were wrecking your life were really setting it up, right, for the biggest blessings to come. So you got to realize that in the moment we get very emotional on things and we think, oh, this is the end of my life, right? But then you look back a year, 2 years, maybe 5 years later, and you go, wow, if that didn't happen, I would never be where I am today. Or if that, I at the time, I thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen, but it turned out to be the best. So, you got to look back and be grateful. Be grateful for how life moves you around a little bit.
Because you look back at it and you're like, damn, I just got better from that. Like I grew from that. Like,
Yeah.
So it really is, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're looking good here. It's 9:05, so we got a candle coming back up here. Potential 15-minute closures look pretty good for 9 a.m. to give us that pullback back up to like 40, 41 here that we're looking at. So let's see. Let's see how we do. Potential 30-minute fake out here. We already broke the lows there, so rejected out of 4-hour support. Basically, what we've been waiting for, and it's almost time to eat.
Yes, sir, bro. I like those buys. Looking for that as well. Clean.
Yeet.
Been patiently waiting here. It's that Monday price action. Gotta be patient. Yo, chat was good.
Sir.
Hey, how y'all feeling? Happy Monday. Yeah, good to be back with the squad, with the winners.
Yep. What up, Gareth? Yes, sir, brother. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
What's up, Gareth? Oh, nice night call.
Holy, there we go. Rejection. Let's see, Goldie. Goldie might run here, but if we pull back, we got the wick fill on our side. But great idea here. Understanding, recognizing, playing that 2026 or that 26 zone here, and yeah, if we get closures above 32, we look good. But now let me explain something, right? Because you may hear, okay, we get closures above 2032, we're good. But some of you guys will hear me say that, and then you'll take that one, right? And that's really not the closure that we're looking for, right? Like, we're trying to trade this range. So in order to trade this range, we got to get a closure somewhere down here where it makes this range tradable, right? So if we can kind of close like this, that's ideally what we want to see. A nice opportunity to fill the wick, right? And continue up and fill the range, right? We don't want to see a closure up here or, anywhere up there, right? Really, we're looking to target for partials right around 40, 41 there too. So we don't want price to run too far on us here. And if it does, so be it. You can't control that.
Exactly. And that's fine. The markets have zero control over you. You have the control to execute which trades or not which trades you want, right? The markets are just going to do whatever it wants. So, remember, you're in the control here.
Yes, sir. Damn, Joshua, that little boy. That's hilarious. That's what my entire phone looks like. If I ever walk over to Kingman, he got my phone or something.
That's
I'm
funny,
like,
bro.
give me the phone. I look up and it's just like 100 pictures like that.
I heard you had a blessing this in your morning routine.
Every morning, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
You were blessed. Yeah.
That's right.
That's funny, Joshua.
Clubhouse, yeah, we're gonna stay pretty active for the most part. Yeah, we'll stay pretty active. We're not really gonna trade too much, right? With just the slow markets, but we're gonna get up. We're gonna do Q&As. We're gonna stay pretty active, at least an hour a day on most days. Yep.
Definitely.
Told yourself to go long, but you didn't. Well, the thing is, did you have a reason to? right? Not just because like it sounded good or it looked good, but did you have patterns in place? Did you have data, right? Did you have data on certain setups that allow you into the market, or did you just tell yourself it'll go up, right? So that's the difference between who gets profitable and who stays profitable, right?
Yep.
The one that stays profitable is not the one that tells himself, oh, price got to move up from here. I mean, I knew that too, right? That price will most likely move up from there. But did I get a setup yet? Did I get a doorway in the market yet? Did I get a key to a door, right, that unlocks a high probability setup yet? I did not. So what am I forced to do? Just hang out and chill. That's it. So you got to really understand the difference between the two. It's either the market is telling you to get in or you're telling you to get in, right? Very, very big difference.
Yep.
How to prevent being knocked around in the market? Exactly what I just said. I would say the same thing for that question.
The trading edge doesn't only, guide you, it also safeguards you, protects you. Trading edge protects you from you.
Do you guys see me
get in the
Do you guys see me get knocked around by the markets? Anyone? And if you don't, then what do you see me do? Okay, and therefore you have it. That's how I don't get knocked around by the markets. You see me follow a very simple plan every day, right? Simple but boring, but simple but profitable. So you never see me get chewed up by the markets because I don't deviate from the profitable plan enough to get chewed up. So if you're getting chewed up from the markets, it just tells me and any other trader that's made money long term that you're not following the probability system. See, experience goes a long way. And I can very easily tell where a trader is just by one sentence or one question, right? So being that I have experience on the other side of being profitable for a pretty decent amount of time now, when someone says something, I know right away whether or not they're profitable or not. And we're talking about long term. I don't mean you won yesterday. All right. Some of y'all be getting your check feeling like Tarzan because you won.
Anyone could do
for
that.
2 days, We're not talking about that. We're talking about long-term profitability, something that you can look to depend on, right? And rely on type of stuff. So that's only going to happen by following a clean-cut, duplicatable process that you can go show up with and implement every single day of your trading career. You don't do it for a month. You don't do it for a week. You don't do it for a quarter. You do it. It's what you do. If this is like my career path, if I can put it into like average layman terms, right? This is my career path. So I work for the market. So I need to follow the rules of the company in a way, right? And if I don't, I will be punished, right? So I understand that.
Need to do your job.
Yeah.
In order to get paid, you need to do your job,
I just work
if you
here.
just stop doing your job at work, you're not going to get paid anymore. So
Exactly.
It works the same way here for real. And,
But it holds more of a to you because when you get fired, that's a big deal, right? But when you blow an account, you're like, okay, let me cry for a little bit, and then I'll try and come up with some money and redo it, and then you just keep doing that over and over and over, and you keep digging yourself in a hole where at least the job they tell you straight up, hey, you're fired, get out of here, you're not good enough, boom. You're like, you gotta look for a new career, new job or whatever. But in here, that doesn't happen. The market will give you unlimited opportunities to prove to them that you are not about this.
Yeah.
It'll keep taking your money.
Seriously though. It could be a disaster.
It could be.
And that's really why you have to have more of a choice in your discipline and patience and composure because you don't have a boss here, right? You are your boss, right? You have to be the one who's accountable for your actions here. So you gotta weigh more in your choices, right? Your choices matter. Here as being the boss.
That's all you got in life, choices. They'll make they make your life or break your life.
Exactly. Remember what we talked about too, right? Your choices. There's consequences to your choices, right? In trading, you have you can either pay. You're gonna pay the prices for your choices, right? You either pay the price of discipline or regret with your choices, right? If you could be disciplined to your plan, that'll be great. If you're not gonna be disciplined to your plan, you may regret that.
Yeah.
And discipline sucks sometimes, right? Because we got to hold off and we got to wait and we got to do all that stuff. But that's much better than paying the price of regret.
Yep. Trust me, nobody here would have wanted to get into buys more than me right here, right? But I can't do it just because I want to do it, right? I got to do it when the market allows me in. So you got to let some of these things go. You know, you got to understand the market's going to do what it needs to do. I'll never forget what Gotta Trade said, right? The famous quote from Gotta Trade: gold will do what gold has to do, and we will do, when gold does what we want it to do, that's when we step in. You know, and that happens a couple times a day. Couple times a day, once or twice a session. Am I trading Top Step? I am. Yeah, I am. Top Step and Top One.
Yep. And remember, no one has a problem with making money. The problem is keeping the money, you know? Like, okay, cool, you made money here, but like, are you going to keep it, right, tomorrow, right? Because you're going to take a trade just similar to this, very random, and what, give money back, right?
Yeah,
That's the problem. You can't keep the money. So it's not about making money necessarily. It's all about keeping money. So that's why we could confidently say that we aren't even just profitable off the trades we take, but off the trades we don't take, right? By not making stupid decisions, taking stupid trades and wasting money, losing money, right? We clean ourselves up for just the trades we have data on that we know we can make money on.
Yep.
So it's not always what to do, but what not to do too. Yeah, Nick has been a great example. You know, you've seen in every session, what do? We do more waiting than trading, right? So I feel like every trader should do more waiting than trading, and like just naturally you're gonna be on a better path there.
Yep. Yeah, that is true. They don't let yeah, if you do get good at your job, yeah, they don't even let you use your phone there and stuff. You're all distracted and whatnot, right?
Snap, yo. We got Magnus in the building.
A lot of y'all are scrolling on Instagram right now. You guys are looking at Kim Kardashian on TikTok or something while we're trying to teach you how to win. Right? So you know, one thing that I see a lot of people do is if they're going to be here, be here. Like there was a time where I was on Don Raja's stream actually, and I caught myself just going through like Instagram the whole time. Anyone ever do that? And he was basically like my background noise. I'm some of your guys' background noise. You know, you're just waiting for, you know, you're listening a little bit, but I'll be honest, there's other guys that are listening a lot of bit, and those other guys are moving forward and they're making money. And what's cool to them is getting payouts, not doom scrolling, you know? So if you're going to be here for 2 hours, be here, right? Because you can't really say you put 2 hours in today if the whole time you were playing a video game. You just can't. I mean, you can, but don't expect to get the results that some of us are getting, right? So you really have to understand that. Be where your feet are. If you're scrolling around and playing video games and doing all that stuff, it's not going to work long term, you know. I posted something on my Instagram yesterday. There's nothing like taking a short-term win for a long-term loss. And imagine spending 2 hours a day every day on this live stream and 12 months go by and you get nowhere. And you see other people move on, you see other people learn, you see other people pick it up, and you just still clueless, right? And it can happen. It can happen. And I don't want to see that happen to you guys. So my name is Nick Stewart and I am your friend. I really am. But turn the games off, play this game, you know, lock in on this game, the game of life.
Right, bro.
No time
Seriously,
to waste. Man. That's right. How many people are in the Clubhouse chat right now? Let me see something. Yeah, and if you got to work,
700 winners.
Hey, more power to you. You know, more power. Like, you got to do what you got to do. But we're talking about the guys that are home chilling, like playing video games and stuff. We're talking about the grown men that are sitting around playing with their Barbies right now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know none of you guys are playing with Barbies. Gay. No, just kidding.
No, he's not kidding though.
Yeah. But now would be a great time to make this announcement. So if you guys are in the Clubhouse and you haven't seen the announcements section yet, we posted something in there. Please go read it. Go to the announcements channel. Go read what we wrote in there. You're going to have to Basically, you're gonna be using your own personal Zoom link now for all the sessions: Asian, London, pre-New York, and New York. So we left a link in there for you to click register. We need you to put your name, your email, and your Discord name, so that way we can get everything set up. Once we approve you, you're gonna get sent that link. So you're gonna use that link moving forward now to enter into any Clubhouse live session. Okay, now hear me out real quick. We're not going to switch this. We're not going to move over yet. We're going to give you guys we're going to give another week for this registration process to be complete. We'll make sure everyone is in. Everyone will be taken care of before we make the switch. So that'll take a week, maybe 10 days max, and then we'll fully implement it. But I will give you guys the green light when we are going to implement it. For now, nothing changes. We'll still send the Zoom link out through the regular way we've always done it. But please go register. Make sure you guys click that link. It's legit mandatory. If you don't click it, you won't be able to see the sessions, moving forward. Right. So just make sure you do it. Yeah. And it also protects us from anyone trying to quake in there and, trying to break rules and stuff like that. I was a little fed up, and I was actually about to be like, you know what? I'm closing the Clubhouse. No one gets in now, right? I'm going to just work with this group right here, and we'll just carry on for the next year or so. But at least we found a solution for now. And by the way, I wouldn't mind doing that. The group we got here is absolutely incredible. I wouldn't mind shutting the whole thing down. And literally working with these guys and potentially looking to start a hedge fund and whatnot and have 8-figure traders, already involved. So, but we think we are good with this new process here. So, yeah, it's mainly just to protect everything. We built an incredible culture, not just myself, but John, Magnus, Rafi, and all the members. All built this culture here, and we want to protect it. We want to keep it profitable.
Absolutely, bro. You can't talk crap anymore and hide behind the name iPhone.
You would have thought.
Now we're gonna see your name. Now we're gonna see your name, fam. So
yeah, I blocked it. So, and there was a few people who were sneaking by, they haven't paid in a month or two, and that's okay. I'm not mad at you guys. You guys glitched. You found a way to glitch, and you glitched. I'm never upset about that, but now we glitched. We glitched back, right? So now you are gonna have to, if you do get denied, that means that your membership probably ran out, and you've been freeloading for the last 2 months now.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out those people, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy the last couple Zoom calls here.
Yeah, enjoy it. My gift to you for Christmas.
Same, bro. Merry Christmas.
Yeet. We glitched back, but hey, I do, hey, I don't knock the hustle. If you glitched, you glitched. You found a way, but again, we glitched back. Gary's cracking up. Is he? I can't see him.
Yo, shout out Gary.
Yeah, we won't shut it down, but we're just tightening up security on it.
Tighten it up.
Tighten up. All right. Well, that was our ride up to 40 there, ladies and gents. So that bus is gone, right? So now we will be forced to wait on the next best setup here.
Yeah.
15-minute close, right where we wanted it. So what do we got? 9:30 coming up here. So we'll see how the 30-minute candle closes, and who knows? Maybe we risk it for the biscuit today. We'll see. Gotcha. You filthy. Merry Christmas.
All I know is 2026 updates looking good. Or I should say upgrades. Updates and upgrades 2026, baby.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of upgrades coming up. A lot of upgrades. Yep. Doing a lot of cool stuff in 2026, especially right out the gate, too.
Yep.
Right out the gate.
I'm excited, man. 2025 was the breakthrough year. 2026 just going to be even better, man.
Yeah.
Just know that.
You want to join?
Magnus in the house.
Just go to the website. If you guys want to join the Clubhouse, go to the website, timedtrading.com. Look into it. If you're new here, don't even join yet. You know, hang around here for a week or two. See if you like us. See if you like how we trade, what we say, our philosophies, the principles we, you know, live by, and then make a decision. Hey, Magnus,
Yeah,
how are you?
that's why I love YouTube so much, because like you could just like test everything out on YouTube, you know, test how you like to stream on YouTube and then go from there.
Yeah, no rush. No rush for you guys to get into the Clubhouse. Come when you're ready, but make sure you're ready. You know, make sure you're ready to work. Make sure you're ready to go to the next level, and that way you can take advantage of all the mentorship inside. But don't just make an impulse decision and, you know, just jump in. Be serious. Magnus, how are you?
Magnus,
Let's give him a little unmute.
man's got his uni on.
Hey,
Yo,
you got that tiny
what
eat
up?
on. Okay, nice
What's
shirt,
up, bro?
nice shirt. They make those
Let's
out
get
there in
it.
Denmark, eh?
Where can I get one of those? Damn.
We send to Denmark.
Pre-release.
We deliver.
Yo, you're looking fresh, John.
Oh, thanks, bro.
What about me?
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
what's up, Nick?
Hey, how are
Nick,
you?
I can't see you, so I
Oh,
can't say
okay,
nothing,
okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Otherwise, you probably would have started with
Nick,
that.
you're looking fresh too, bro.
but- Exactly. Otherwise, I would like, Nick, you look fresh.
He's trolling. He's
That's
trolling.
it. No Diddy, bro, but you're looking good, bro.
How you doing?
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
sir.
Yo, you guys should get a shirt if you join the Clubhouse. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little like top one. They give you like a shirt, a
Ooh.
cup, and
Some
I don't
ideas.
know. What's the other thing? Yeah, we're getting merch on the website
Money.
too in 2026. Yeah, I think we wanted to roll out streetwear and like gym wear and stuff, but I think we're gonna maybe start with some gym wear first and then move into like some
Fire.
streetwear.
Bet. I'm gonna wear that in the gym.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah. Every day.
They already know
Definitely.
what's up at my gym. Everyone asked my
Yeah,
trainer,
right.
yo, like, who is that guy? I went to my neighborhood Christmas party the other day. We stopped by, and I guess I'm known around here as the guy with the Porsche GT3 RS. I said, and they were wondering what this guy does and what rocking sweatpants and all that. I'm like, I'm just low-key homeless. Just low-key homeless. Just looking for a home.
Low key.
Members getting
You're a
welcome
risk taker,
packages?
bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
I
tell
told
me
him
you're
I'm a risk taker.
That's what you are.
I
Nah, I
risk
like that though.
my
Mouse.
fancy clothes for fancy cars.
Yeah, bro. Mouse pads, merch. I like it all,
Bro,
bro. We,
fire.
we should,
Oh,
should
did you
get
guys?
that all
You
in.
seen the new mouse pad, right, John? John was at my house
Yeah.
over the weekend.
Yeah, that was
showing the
fire.
mouse pad.
I said, let me get
Let's get the pic.
10 of them.
Yeah, the mouse pads will be
Same.
on the website too. We might do it on the website. We might need to make a little separate website. I'm not too sure, but
Yo, chat, the mouse pads are those things are fire, bro.
yeet.
Yeah, word Big M, bro, but not for my Magic Mouse. I don't know.
Shout out to the
My
Big
Magic
M.
Mouse ain't gonna be good.
Nah, shout out to the Big M, bro. Legend.
Word. Shout out.
Legend. Gym wear would be good. Yeah, too hot for hoodies. Same here. Too hot. The only time I get to wear hoodies or like long sleeve shirts like this is like in my house. But yeah, I think we'll start off with some gym merch and then we'll move into like some streetwear. One at a time.
Bro, I'm gonna
DJ
fill that back on the website. Just wait on it.
Yeah.
Get like the mouse pad,
Yeah, bro.
hoodie, gym wear, shirts.
Facts, bro.
Yes, sir. Also,
Fill that
there's,
card up, bro.
there's been a lot of talk about can we potentially learn one-on-one from John and Magnus and Rafi, and I want to make a little announcement saying that a little birdie told me that is about to potentially happen as well. So I know a bunch of you guys have asked, so we got a lot of good stuff coming in 2026.
It's coming near future.
It really is.
Fair, bro.
All right, let's see this
Well, looking to go up.
closure here. We got 1 minute, but we need to close pretty good. If anything, we could always wait on 9:45. Again, we're not in the greatest ranges here at all. No more YouTube streaming, of course. We'll never. Almost. I don't want to say never, but we don't have any plans to stop streaming on YouTube. No plans. So the YouTube live streams, New York streams will continue to run. all through 2026.
Definitely. We love you too.
Yeet.
A little bit.
Yeah.
8 degrees in
Little bit.
Toronto. Yeah. Yeah. 8
Yo,
degrees.
Simz, bro, appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Yo, the only thing, Simz, is that my mouse just stopped working out of nowhere last night. So
Yeah, how'd that happen?
just paid like over 2K for a setup, and just like the mouse just stops working. Like, what? Is that a scam?
That's your magic mouse. You know, you gotta do some magic.
Right, bro. It's
John
supposed to be
convinced me
magic.
to go buy it. I was like, all right. I went to the store and bought it.
Which one?
Yeah, it was a nice looking setup. I missed my Mac too, because you guys, all the
Like, why aren't you
OGs
working?
remember when I used to run on the Mac setup. All
Yeah, I
right,
remember
so real quick, we got a lower wick here. If we can really pop up, and I mean like really pop up towards like 39 here, and respect the highs, I may have a sell stop here. Yeah, but I need a good top wick, like not just this one.
30-minute bullish.
Yeah, that's why. So like I want to see an
That's why.
attempt to fill that wick, move into that like zone here, and then if that's the case, like why would we break the lows if we didn't want to keep moving down there? So
Yeah, also 1 hour and 4 hours bearish. So
exactly, and
Looks
daily.
good.
Word.
yeah, exactly. Daily time frame. Major
Right.
key there.
So we got a lot of buyers sitting right here trying to get activated on the 30-minute buys, and that's okay. Those might work out, but I think, again, with the choppiness to the top side here that we're sitting in, I think we might look for the shorts instead. But, again, we need to see that attempt up first. Let's see here. One good trade on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, we try to. You know, we come here every day looking to trade, so we got to make sure we got the right opportunities, and we do a good job at that. You know, we really do. We've taken a trade almost every day since October, and we only lost one of them. So it was a wild run. It's probably like 20 something days plus of just winning on the live stream in New York session. So you know, we do what we can. All right, let's see if we can break that high here.
That'd be fire. We even broke the low like slightly the previous one.
Yeah, if you go back and watch the beginning of the stream too, I never liked this range here at 40 for any buys. Anything from 39 to 40, look at all this here, right? Like this is all rejection. All rejections here. So I want to see a rejection and then a break of those lows. And who knows, even that might not work out on a day like today. So let me get my other accounts going here. It's funny too because I actually haven't moved any of my top step stuff, and look, we're in this nasty range here.
Yeah.
Like I haven't moved that since last night, and we just chopped back around in it. Okay, cool. Actually, that
You broke
looks
the highs and all
pretty
that.
decent here. Yeah, so I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of these lows here on Goldie. We got a lot of volume. It's 9:30. We're 3 minutes in. We just broke the 30-minute highs. I think if we can re-break those 15, 30-minute lows, we should be good. Keep in mind... what happened here? Oops, hold on one sec. Keep in mind there's some rejections to the left, so that's where we're going to want to take some profits. Right around, I'd say around these areas down here, which is like 34 is where I'm going to look to probably go, you know, break even or secure some profits. 34, yeah, somewhere
Secure the
around.
back.
Yeah, we got volume, so we should be able to get down if we break the low. But yeah, somewhere around like 30, yeah, like 34, 33, looks pretty good. All right, we are involved, my friends. So let's see if we can get down there. And we got some volume. Let's see if we can get break even done. Yeah, break even right here. Close some partials. And let's see if we can run down.
Damn.
Yeah, nice job.
Sheesh.
Clean. Let's
Wow.
see if we can keep
Okay,
running
cool.
to support here.
Damn. Nice.
It's that volume.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Okay, cool. Nice. That was it.
That's that. Lovely trade.
And he do it again. He does it again.
Yup.
Stops to
Did
break
it.
even. Partials have been hit.
What was
Clean
that?
move. Clean move.
Damn, I sniper exit there too. Nice.
That was quick.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, cool.
Sheesh, what a mover.
Lovely trade. What did we get there? So I hit break even on this one,
Sick,
but I was
or
able
like
to close
40.
some partials. Yeah, we got 32. So nice trade. Nice trade. No partials for me
Damn.
here because I had just one contract, but top step, we Gucci. All
Cool.
right, lovely.
Nice trade.
Right.
And the run
Oh, yeah.
run begins again here.
We're literally.
Lovely trade. Wow.
Did
2
someone
minute
just
trade.
say missed it? You can't go 9:30. That's like a
you can't walk away at
unspoken rule.
9:30.
Yeah, for
You
real.
can't walk away. Not even the toilet, nothing. You can't go 9:30.
Nah. All right, we see what happens from here, but good trade. Good trade.
Sheesh. What a
Yeah,
trade.
clean. 2 minutes. What was that? That
That
was
went
less than a
pretty
minute.
quick.
That was quick.
Holy.
Literally. Top one might get mad now. Like 5-minute rule.
Yeah, nah, it should be good.
Literally.
Yeah, this should be fun. We probably still move down.
I would say so, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
But damn. We back at it.
Let's go. Nice job, nice job. Yeah, break even, partials, everything got hit. Look how we tapped on the decimal right there. You see that? 33 and then rejected off of it. So beautiful opportunity to go break even, close some partials, and now if it runs, it runs. But at least we got our initial hit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a good move, man. That was straight into profits. Straight into
What a move.
profits. It should be good to re-break the low now. Yeah, if we re-break the low, it'll be pretty clean. Pretty clean. Get a diaper and a... Yay. Am I fast? I'm fast. See, we can talk, but we can also trade. You know, when it's time to get in, it's time to run, right? So, really good job here. Great job, actually. Yeah, I'm working on some more combines too. So I actually hit my 3K or whatever on those 30 pips. So I got 5 new combines here
Nice.
for this week. So we just hit 3K on all 5 of them. 5 new ones.
sheesh,
So we're
fire.
7 days away from a massive payout potentially, right? My goal here before the end of the year is I want to get my green days. I want to pass, and then that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Somewhere within next week, if I do this properly, I could potentially run up a nice payout here. So I'd like to close the year out strong with 5K payouts. Yeah. Yep. Solid trade though. Solid. Good move. Let's talk about the trade here real quick. Let me just mark it up. Give me 1 sec. Boom, boom. Partials. Let's just move it. Partial TP and journal this trade too, gang. Yeah, I guess I was considering like full TP somewhere down here. But yeah, journal the trade.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys got it. Boom. Let me get the screenshot here. Okay.
Fire.
Let's chat real quick about this trade. Lovely Monday morning trade, I must say. Okay, cool. All right, let's talk about it. So we have a choppy range here, right? Very nasty range. But all in all, we do have a daily bearish daily candle, right? The previous candle, we have exhaustion, right? We kind of talked about this in the breakdown here. This was one of the options for our selling opportunities here today, right? So we just have to wait for it to play out. Daily was bearish. 4 hour was obviously bearish too. We were playing around in that support zone. So what did we do? We let price hit that support, right? We didn't take a sell at support. We let price hit it. We watched how it react to it, and then we started switching our bias slightly to look for the opportunity to go long, right? But we didn't get that. This candle moved all the way up, and where were we going to take our profits when we went long? at 42.39, right? At 42.39, 42.40. So obviously if that happens, we're not going to now just force a buying position here, right? We talked about on the breakdown that we either catch this move here and get out here, or we wait for the pullback up towards like 39.40 and then we execute the sells on the way back down, right? So as much as I wanted to take the buys, we couldn't take the buys, right? Because it just ran without us, didn't give us an opportunity. So we sit tight, we wait on volume. We see that the 9:15 candle has closed bearish. We also know that we came right up into, let me get an arrow here. We know that we came right up into 40. We closed at almost no top wick. We broke the highs here, right? We closed bearish on the 15-minute time frame. And now we needed this wick, right? This wick right there. Notice how I never set a sell stop until we re-broke the highs. Why did we do that? Magnus, why did we wait for the highs to re-break?
Wait,
what was the point of that? Why did we wait for the 30-minute highs to re-break?
Because we wanted to see buyers activated there first.
Yes, sir. So we want to see buyers get activated because everyone else, again, we talked about this in the webinar, is going to look at that target. They're failing to realize that this is the real range, right? That price is respecting. It's not the one that's obvious to the eye either, and it's designed that way, right? So again, we look at this area. We know that buyers are going to get in off that 30-minute candle. Like, look at it. It's huge. It's massive. Some of you guys got in buys, right? And what happens? You guys, or the buyers, get activated, right? All we need is that little push. Because now we know that that break of the high just activated millions and millions of dollars in orders, and their stop losses are all sitting down here. All of them, right? So what we do is we waited for that high to break on the 15, on the 30, we rebroke the highs there, and then set the sell stop, right? And then straight into profit, no drawdown, taps our partial TP area on the nose, rejects back up, but then ends up pushing a little bit further, finishing the job, tap it into support, and that's the game, my friends. That's the game. Very simple flow state. No FVGs required, no ABCs, no smart money concept, no bull flags, no Fibonacci's, nothing besides looking left, understanding ranges and candlesticks, higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, and just keeping it simple. Volume, baby.
That's it. Literally.
Any questions? Okay, we'll see you guys later then. Have a great day. No, I'm just kidding. Any questions?
Okay, see you later.
A, B, C, D, none of it. You didn't even need the alpha. You didn't even need to bring the alphabet out here today. You believe that? No trend lines. Nothing.
Trend line.
Nada.
I get that.
Name of the play. This is going to be an onion play. Yeah, it's going to be a 15-minute onion. Yep.
This was a 30 order block too, not right?
Yeah, maybe. Could be an order block too. I'm not too
Bro,
sure.
I have no idea what it is.
But this is a trade. So I went 10 contracts on this trade with this account here. Right? Why not?
Yeah, the combine.
You got a perfect setup, right? If you go back and look at the breakdown, you see we drew it out, right? So why wouldn't I risk heavy on that contract, right? On this combine stage. This is how I'm able to pass these accounts within 2 days, right? And then get payouts within like 5 after that, is because I wait for the right opportunity, and then when it shows up, I go big. So notice how I didn't take any trades through Asian, through London, through pre-New York, right? Just nothing was there for me yet. And now this one makes sense. 930 coming into target. Perfect little move there. Yeehaw. There it goes. Man, I should have did MGC. Yeah, I should have so I could have closed some partials.
Damn, we moving here.
Oh, we're gone. It's 9:30.
Yeah, we might follow that daily though.
So if like the 4 hours is gonna push through the zone like at any time, it's obviously gonna be at 9:30, right? So, we're a very high volume time. New York session back on fire. Needed that. I needed that little loss on Friday. I really did.
So 1 loss, and then we go on a 30 win streak. Okay, cool. That sounds
We just
good.
took about 30 wins in New York sesh, took a loss, and now I'm ready to get right back to it.
Bet. That's what we do then.
Yeah, so and whatever we want, we get, so. New to Discord. I joined yesterday. Did you drop that link? Huh? I'm new to the Discord. I joined yesterday. Did you drop that link? Yeah, go to the Zoom link channel. Yeah, go to the Zoom link channel. You'll see the link there.
I think it means the the update thing. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, go to the announcements channel and just read everything. If you guys are in the Clubhouse and you haven't gone to the announcements channel to see the announcement that came out this weekend, please do that. Please do that ASAP. I'm trying to look out. Slippage was too high. Slippage 815 pips. Eesh. Yeah, if you were trading like any forexer, you definitely got slipped there. That thing pushed like straight through our entry.
Literally. Nice, Freddie W. Just filing out my first payout after only being in the club for a month.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sheesh. Nice work.
Who was that?
Let's go, Freddie.
Freddie. Freddie, let's go, brother. Let's get it. Very nice. Yeah, I was listening into the voice chat yesterday, and I heard a lot of people, they were saying, I was 3 years trading, never got a payout, jumped in the Clubhouse, 2 months I got, like, they were a little, and I was too, honestly. I was a little jealous. One guy's like, yeah, it's my first month here. I made like $8,000. I had 2 payouts. It was pretty cool. And they're like, what? Like, I've been doing this for 3 years. I just started getting payouts. So that's how easy, like, I don't want to say it's easy, but like, can you follow instruction? Like, can you follow direction and earn while you learn? If you can, then, this YouTube live stream and the Clubhouse and all that is a great opportunity for you. But if you're looking for someone else to do everything for you, then I don't think any opportunity is good for you.
Yeah, literally. Why didn't we hold for longer? We got rejections to the left. Maybe Nick can show you for like better, showcase there. But...
I mean, this was smart to go break even. We have a very choppy 4-hour candle here. I looked right at this wick. See that wick over there? And I just looked at that wick and I said, that's my partial TP. Right? Notice how we hit that partial TP. We rejected all the way back up, almost flipped bullish again, right? So I've always done this. Yeah, why do I do it? Because I always do it, and it's what works for me long term. Yep.
100%.
So like what I like to do is I'm going to secure a bag here. X marks the spot, right? And then the next spot, it'd probably be somewhere down here. But if we hit break even in the meantime, I don't mind that. I don't mind that 30 pips. It goes a long way, too, when you have multiple accounts and whatnot. The pre-live, I'll be honest, is boring to me a little bit. I personally like, the other style of trading and stuff. So I don't mind like not hitting on this account. It's okay as long as I'm getting like the other accounts up. I'm pretty good. Been in the Clubhouse for almost a full week, still learning, but it's crazy how I already feel the brand new trader. And wow. Yeah. W, the real envy. It's good to have you in the Clubhouse, man. Does this candle look more like a doji? Yeah, so this candle here wasn't the greatest resistance, right? But when you throw in the fact that we've tapped into 40, we broke the highs on the 30, we have high time of volume at in front of our trade, we have clean traffic to the left, we have a bearish 4-hour, a bearish daily candle. Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense for us to take the sells here. And again, that probably goes like away from all the other time frames, because some of you guys probably thought I was crazy taking a sell here, right? When the 4-hour was bullish again, the 1-hour was bullish, the 30-minute was bullish, and here I am saying, okay, sell stops on the break of the lows. But I hope like my real-time explanation helps you understand how to flow with the market condition, how to read price from a candlestick and range perspective, so that way you can anticipate these moves just like I do. I don't rush anymore. There you go. Big fire. Big fire. What would be the directional bias this week? I don't even know. I don't even look at the weekly. I don't care about all that. You know, I want to know what's going to happen at 9:30. What's going to happen at 8:30? What's going to happen in the next half hour to an hour? Other than that, whatever's going to happen this week, who cares? All right, who cares? I just need to pick apart a 30-minute, 30-minute candle, and I'm basically making more in a day than I used to make in a week or month, and that's more than enough for me. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be obsessed with the weekly and the direction and the trend and all that stuff. And remember when we did the breakdown today, I said, okay, you know, we talked about what the daily is doing, the time frame itself. But then notice what I did. I drew a box here and I said, but today, let's just focus on right here. Right? So you don't need to know about all this and where the day, the week are going, right, in order to snag 45 pips on a 15-minute candle during high times of volume. So, yeah, I don't really look into all that. I kind of start my analysis from the day, work my way down, get a tighter direction off the 4-hour, and then let the 1 hour, 30-minute, and 15 just show their hand. I'll wait for them to show their hand. Yes, sir. Alpha said, can I trade gold with $500? Yeah. Serious question, or I'm sorry. How can you tell that the price will drop after it breaks the previous high and triggers new buyers? Data. I've collected enough data on that idea right there, and I've seen it happen enough times. And journaled it enough times to not know, but anticipate and take a educated guess. Because I never know, right? Like, just because I call a trade, as confident as I may sound, I never know, right? For a 100% fact that price is going to move down. That's why I always just take my trades based off of probability. And anytime I look at a trade, I go, is this worth losing? Right? Is this trade worth losing here? And if it is, then I get in. If it's not, then I stay out. Yeah. Yes, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. It's all data. It really is. If you can really get clean on the data thing, right? I know we keep talking about it, and you know, some of you guys, it might go in one ear and out the other, but it's everything. It's everything in this trading business is your data.
It really is.
You literally see a screen. Snap. Okay, can you guys give me just 1 minute? I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there is a fine line between gambling and professional trading. That's what we got to understand too. Like when you said about data and that's all we got to work with, it is really all we work with because that's really what defines what we're going to look for in the markets on a daily basis. So it's what we're going to do, right? We got data and we look for the data on the charts. That's it. Rinse and repeat. We do that every single day. No matter if we're taking 4 Ls last week or whatever we did, right? We come back and we swing in the bat again. We do exactly the same thing, consistent with sizing, consistent with everything.
The markets do the same thing every day. So should we.
So why would we?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, patterns that repeat themselves literally over and over again.
Exactly.
Like
See you then. Peace. Exactly, John. Like 100%. And the funny thing is, you might think that this is the end of the world because you either missed the trade or got break even, but you never know. You might catch something in like 30 minutes. So you like right. We always think and get way too down on short-term emotional like upsets a bit, but just know that it's like buses, it's like trains, it's coming all the time.
Yep.
There's literally new trades coming all the time.
Another one on the
no
way.
matter whether you missed it, break even, loss, win, big loss, small loss, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Very true.
Sir.
Cleared your combines in the clubhouse today, eh? Nice job, man. Nice job. Let's go.
The combines.
How often do you stream in Asian in London in the clubhouse? Every day. Every day. We never miss a stream. Monday through Friday. So our week in the Clubhouse begins in London sesh, and then it just keeps going all the way until Friday. Friday, it keeps going all the way into Friday's New York session, and then Friday in New York is the last session of the week.
Literally.
So every day, every session is being live streamed, pretty much, just like this stream here. We do this in the Clubhouse. Same exact setup. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to say that. Okay, great. So, yes, finally, someone picked it up. Maybe somebody else did. I just maybe didn't see it. But this was the exact same position that we took a loss on Friday. Did you guys see me get all scared?
What about the resistance?
I don't know, man. Took a loss, right? Did you see me do any of that? No, you did not. You see me confidently right-click, open up a sell stop, and put that sucker right at the break of the low, right? So that's what I'm saying, right? Remember we talked about this in the Clubhouse over the weekend? I said the loss isn't there, right? When you take a loss, it's not on that trade. It's on the next trade that you're afraid to get into, right? So you see how there was zero hesitation from me, zero fear, none of it, right? That's where losing really happens, is when you take this trade right here on Friday that has an 83% win rate, and you lose on Friday and you stay out of it on Monday. That's the loss. That's the real loss right there, right? Where you stop trusting the data because you got emotional, and that emotion stuck to you from Friday. So this is another perfect example of getting right back into setups that work and work well. Make sense? Same trade. Same trade.
Definitely.
Yep, the piece of the puzzle, baby. Starting to make more sense. All those Yep. There you go. Stacy Smith knows.
Really, bro. Yeah, that webinar too, that was just major webinar there.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
inspiring by little quotes. Big W for the quotes.
So good.
So that was just phenomenal, bro. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And I bet a lot of members found that inspiring too. So
Yep.
yeah, and then we reviewed all the losses and all that. That's major key too. Just reflecting, like reflection is always just good, especially like looking at it after you've taken the trade, right? Because when we take the trade, we can think a lot of times like, oh yeah, this is looking good here. Yeah, right, it's a loss. Okay, it's a win this time. It doesn't really matter. But when we look at it after, we get like we calm down. You know, the water's coming down here, and then we see it more clear. So it's like when the water's all stormy and all that, and we got a lot of emotions and. You know, because we took a loss or something like that, you know, it's hard to see the clearness it's hard to see like clear how the trade really was. But when we come in a few days after, one day after, and having the webinar and like looking all through the trades and all that, we see it way more clear. That's the importance of journaling their trades too, because then we can look at it like that and we can see, okay, what did we do good, what did we do wrong here, and how's it looking? So fire.
Yes, sir. Same trade, yeah, same trade. It was an onion play. Yeah, same exact idea. Yeah, let me show you guys.
Sheesh, what was that move up right there?
Look, this was Friday's trade, right? Little sell off resistance right there, right? Broke the highs, same deal. This candle's a little different, but the actual confirmation candle and trading candle, right? Clean traffic to the left, and then today's trade, right? This candle moved up, broke the highs. Closed bearish, right? If anything, this one looks more legit than this one, right? Yet they're still the same exact plays. How did this one not work, but this one did?
Bruh.
You know, so same stuff.
And Nick, one thing too, like if you look at both of those trades, right? I remember we got some questions like, what about that support to the left?
Yeah, exactly.
It was just
this one here.
Continuation for price coming up, yes. But in high times of volume, we typically ignore those because we'll push right through.
Yep.
When we got all the signs lining up. Just like today. We had a support to the left. We didn't even close below.
No, we didn't. Wow.
High volume.
But you see how tricky this is, right? Because now look, I mean, you come all the way back up and now, you know, back down and there's no wick, right? Very, very tough price action today. So the fact that we made money, that's a good deal. Boom. Buys? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't curse around here like that, man. Huge iceberg. I don't know what that means, Joel, but I dig it. Iceberg. Titanic. Earthquake and tsunami in Japan. Whoa, that's what happened? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Frustrated that I don't understand the trade. I know sometimes on these retest I didn't like. Yeah, you know, so you see now I threw some other things in there, right? And again, I hate to pull the experience card on everyone, but like it really does have to do with my experience as well. Like how many of you guys maybe wouldn't have taken that trade had I not taken that trade, right? I'm sure there's more people than would even admit that, right? That they wouldn't really have been able to get that read in order to take that trade, and that's okay. Remember, gang, I've been doing this for 5 years straight every day, right? So it's okay if you wouldn't have been able to get that read, but the point of me being here and doing this is that you can start to pick my brain a little bit, right? And understand that in a little bit less time that I did, right? It took me years to really get experience to pull that off, but if you show up here every day, you can bank off of my experience, right? And you can get your own experience like right now, right? But you can get explanations and understandings and just a little bit more meat and potatoes, so to speak, for like some context to why the trade was taken. So yeah, just learn, you know what I mean? Like if you didn't understand it but you took it, great job. Just make sure you don't walk away with the profits without realizing, okay, why did he take the trade? Do I have any questions on it, right? Because if you have a question on the trade, we're right here right now. You know, there's never been a better time to ask, right? But if you heard what I said and you jotted it down and now you make a mental note and again, you see this more and more and more, you'll begin to understand it better and better and better. Yep.
Yeah.
Sir.
Contacted Tiny Trading for the email. Really excited to join. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, welcome in. 2026, we go to new levels, my friends. I promise you that. Every year I've promised you a new level, and every year I've delivered. And no different in 2026, man.
Definitely not.
The meltdown. Yeah, see, like I didn't catch all this. You know what I mean? Like I took my full position at 31 pips, which was right there.
Sick.
That's all I needed, right? To get, I couldn't even make any more on this account, right? If I wanted to. So that's all I needed. And when we got down to that level there, right? When we come right into that rejection, I want to protect my capital, right? From price rejecting that area in which it did over and over and over again. So that's why I go break even, you know, when we get to those areas. Because, you know, most days I'll look like a genius, right? Where, oh, it rejected and moved all the way up. And my goodness, what a great break, you know. But some days it's going to keep running. About to experience, I was anticipating the celery until that wick. Which one? Oh, this one here. Would you have a sell stop if price didn't break the high? No. Nope. I would have let it go. Yep. Because notice when I put the sell stop was after we broke the high. Right? So I would have let this whole entire move go if I didn't get exactly what I wanted, which was that high. I needed price to get in this range here. because I needed those buyers to be activated in order for me to be confident that we can go against the 30-minute and 1 hour and all that. Holy moly. Oh yeah, by the way,
bro.
where we took our sell on Friday, check this out. So we took that sell, I think it was, where was that? Yeah, right here. This was our sell on Friday, which I thought was a great sell, right? Only, you know, we came out and we got stopped out, but look what happened. That was our first resistance. Look what happened on the next resistance, right? Boom, there was your move down. So we're just a little early, and that's okay. You can't win them all, you know what I mean? You're going to run into losses from time to time, and I love that loss right there. I'll take that damn trade every day, including today, right, in which we did, and that's why you see it over here in profits now. So, yeah, we just needed to come up, you know, make I guess, grab some more liquidity. Again, I did not see 91 on Friday. Like, that was a random move up. Notice what I did see was us coming down into 28, which is what eventually happened, but not before we went all the way up like that. So, happens. You know, you can't be right all the time.
Fire. Yeah. No, it's just probability. It's not even about being right or wrong. It's just executing on probability, basically, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're right every time you execute on a high probability setup. That's what you're supposed to do as a trader. So you're making the right decision. Now, whether or not that trade plays out, and by the way, I think we did get like a good amount of pips there, but it just happened so quick. So just because the trade doesn't play out the way you want it to play out doesn't mean it wasn't the right trade to take, right? Because that certainly was the right trade to take there, especially at 9:30 in the morning, just like we did today. You know?
Definitely. I take that every day. Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. Bye-bye. 4 hour gone. Daily gone. Nick Stewart gone. Hope you guys have a great evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. Calling it a day.
What time is it? 10? Yeah, that's it. That's my Monday right there. That's
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, for real. Let's do it.
We'll go hit the
Now
gym,
what?
man.
I'm just very happy I got halfway through 5 combines. That was my big goal today. My big goal here is to get through these 5 combines by this week. Tomorrow would be nice, right? And then secure a nice fat payout somewhere around like the 17th or 18th here. Yeah, that's my big goal. I don't even really have too many big goals at this pre-live account. I really don't. But this will be nice.
Yeah, nice, man. Cool. Yeah, you'll get it tomorrow. And then we back.
We back.
Also that daily candle moving down again. We basically had that anticipation of the daily candle kind of moving down again after moving up, right? After moving up for London and all that, we kind of had the anticipation or the idea that we could move down again, right? So the whole day we've been pretty bearish on the daily. We just waited for that moment where it could finally begin to come down. So it all made sense here since London, really. So it's and since pre-New York too, and yeah, coming that. So yeah, it's just fire here.
Yeah. Anyone still holding? Yeah, I don't know, man. After this wick, if you're still holding, that's crazy.
You're insane. Good job.
Because I think, that was wow. Yeah. If you're still holding and you still holding tight, like that's a boss move right there. That's a boss move.
Bro, you had to be sweating.
Oh yeah, with that wick up. Yeah.
Yeah. That went quick.
Did he set up? Dada. Any trades in London? No, I don't think. Choppy. No trades in London, right? You said you were gonna look for something at 345, was it? Or I forget what Magnus said.
Oh, bro, what was it? Yeah, like we got an onion. If you look at like 315 on the 15 time frame, 315, we got an onion. Is he gone or?
Oh, my bad. What are we doing? 315? How you doing? 315.
315. I think so, right? Yeah.
All right, 315. Boom. This
think it
guy.
was
Oh, right
315.
here. Oh yeah, no bottom
Wasn't
wick.
it? Yeah, that one. Yep, but it was a
Nice.
little overextended, right? So we kind of moved up like 100 pips in that candle. So that
Okay.
was, yeah.
Yeah, this will look good. No bottom wick though, so Good job staying out.
Yeah, and then we look for the sells at 315 there, or 330 or whatever it is when we got no bottom wick. So we kind of look for buys, but it was overextended. Then we look for the sells, but they got no bottom wick. So
Yeah.
Tough, but great direction, all that. Spot on.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Holding runners, man, you guys are something else, man. That was crazy going back up like that.
Literally.
Holy.
Yeah, one guy asked here, why did we need a steeper top wick when it was 930? And the major answer, I think, just really is that the 30 was bullish, so we kind of needed a good solid confirmation at 930 to see whether or not those buyers get activated, and the 30 kind of fills the wick before moving down. And yeah,
that wick right there collects all the buying orders, so that's why we needed it. Because if you look at the 30-minute only, I'm assuming, right, most traders are going to look for a lower wick, and then they're going to take a buy, right, on the break of that high. They're going to go a pip or two in profit here, but then now you see how if price comes back down after breaking that high to break those lows, now we got that extra confirmation that, like, okay, buyers are legit in now. Now we're about to re-break the 15 lows, and that's where we run. That's where we run.
Yeah, I love it.
So if you look at the 15, we set up perfectly. You know, nice little, not the best resistance, but giving every other thing that's taken place here today, you know, it makes a lot of sense. And that's what it's about. It's all about making sense of the price action, because not every day or every trader you're going to get those pretty perfect candles that, you know, we draw out, right? We try and draw them so they look good, but every now and then you're going to get, you know, things like that, or candles that don't look like maybe you would see them drawn. But yeah, exactly. Price action, understanding the story of what's going on. If you guys haven't watched like my story, my YouTube video I put out a while ago, how to tell a story from time frame to time frame, I would recommend watching that. It's an old one, but it's still good, and it'll help you really dial in your top-down analysis. Okay, anyways, I think we're out of here. Yeah, good job. 30,
Yes,
30,
sir.
whatever it was. Not sure what everyone got, but I know we got partials at 32, and then the rest of it came down. So lovely stream here. And that's it. Clubhouse, please do us a favor. A lot of you guys have already done it, which we're grateful for. But if you guys have not peeped the announcements channel yet, please go in there, fill out the form. All you have to do is one thing. It's so easy. Just go do that for us, please. And then we're gonna work on getting more people approved today. So if you're not approved yet, don't even worry about it. We're not rolling out that system for another week or two. Everything will continue just as normal. So, but please do us a favor, get all that registration stuff done, so that way we can get a move on this. All right, cool.
Perfect. Yeah.
Johnny Gems, Magnus, I'll see you guys, man. Have a great day.
Peace, boys.
Job well done
Have a good
today.
day.
Thank you for having us here.
We
Peace,
came,
chat. God bless y'all.
we soar, and we conquered.
Exactly. Rinse and repeat,
All right.
bro.
Awesome.
All right, G's.
Peace out, fam.
I'll see you guys
See y'all
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Everyone else,
Peace.
Clubhouse, see you guys in Asian session tonight. YouTube, have a great day. Love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, my friends. I need peace. I need
A2000
love.
EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I will never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I will never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So they see me coming, they still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and there you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit 'em like, whoa, man. Hey, make 'em do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man? Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't feel them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, ay, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a short stop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, kinda Nick. Went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
Hey, see, I went through it all. I'm the one to play seats for these niggas. It ain't too many like me, I come from the bottom, but I done succeeded a little. Did this shit on my own, so can't nobody say that I ever just needed a. When you get to the top, so you still feel alone. Everybody can't eat off the menu. Like on life, all you do is continue. See, these don't know what I've been through. Fought every fight that I could. Just to show I'm standing on 10, going next. Every city I step where I'm good. Can't claim they from the hood. Bet you see what they bout, they gon' say he no good. I was just in the spot with a Drake with the wood. Now we out at the guns, they got Drake on the wood. It's a hell of a lot, plus the paper looking good. But I stay with my pipe, let's get this understood. You niggas can't f with a picture of me if you want it. This on me, I blow through the hood. I ain't think I would make it, I jumped and went straight to the top. You stay down, just know we eating good. New piece every month, the jeweler know me fluent. My money was low, I turned up and grew it. These niggas is that mama really blew it. Be tough on the net with do it. I come from the block, we don't do all that clutching and fire up and cock it, then I shoot it. 6 up below, yeah, that's me, that's the move. Can't f with a and these is group. Now when it comes to this that I'm ready for war. If you think it's sweet, you stupid. See, I went through it all, I'm the one to play scenes for these. It ain't too many like me, I come from the bottom, but I done succeeded a little. Did this on my own, so can't nobody say that I ever just needed a. When you get to the top, so you still feel alone. Everybody can't eat off the menu. Like on life, all you do is continue. I went through it all, I'm the one to play scenes for these. It ain't too many like me, I come from the bottom, but I done succeeded a little. Did this on my own, so can't nobody say that I ever just needed a. When you get to the top, so you still feel alone. Everybody can't eat off the menu. Like on life, all you do is continue.
Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
I wanted to surprise you.
Money talking, let me FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
Who the one that's doing it better than us?
Y'all stink. This is skunk. It's 7 to none.
Yeah, I get what I want. That's what leverage does.
Said it was enough, but it's never enough.
All of y'all overpriced, but you still ain't overpriced.
Vegas hot, cold as ice. Something like the Golden Knights.
Big screen, poltergeist. I don't need a ghost to write.
Got the numbers where I want them. It's some loaded dice.
Brick by brick, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids got a fortune. It's
money talking, let me FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
bring it to the judge, she gon' never say I'm innocent.
Did it, then I did it again, ain't no coincidence.
Did it with a minimal plan, there was no middleman.
Did it with the little I had, it took some discipline.
Giving everything that I had, but never giving in.
Face to the sky, let the sunshine graze me. Can't blame me, can't blame me. Grateful for it, got me feeling so amazing.
Ring, 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 yeah, I run it like Sonic.
Knuckles all shining like my fist got polished.
Pinky ring on, that's an expensive promise.
All y'all clowns ironic, cause you not it.
Brick by brick, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids got a fortune. It's
money talking like we FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me, can't blame me, can't blame me. Set the bar way too high, can't blame me. Yeah, going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?